This is the DA66T operating system from Dellum. This is a manual operation. If the customer is using it for the first time, if you don't know much about other functions, you can choose manual operation first to complete the bending. This is the y-axis. Here is the y-axis. The one at the current position shows stomach 22,221. This is the current position on the x-axis. If you want to look at other axes, you can click on the screen. There is a magnifying glass here. The positions of other axes will be displayed here. If a blue border is displayed on the screen like this, it means the axis position has been returned. This is the DA60 series. There is a lock display here. Enter the password for the lock, 25,789. Enter to view. Here is the bending method. There are a total of 4 bending methods to choose from, but for our daily use, we basically choose to bend freely. The length is the length of the board. For example, I fold a 1.5 meter board. Here is the product positioning. It involves the position of the finger. Then I set 800. The angle is the angle of the bending demand. For example, fold 145. The first time you bend, we can do without correction, but after folding it out, take a protractor and measure it. Like, how close is it to our target location? If the angle is too small, the value increases. Like 5 degrees smaller, just add 5. A 1 is the correction of the y1 angle, a 2 correction for y2 angle. If it is folded out, the angle is too large. You can lose it. For example, subtract 5. After reducing, the target position of y1 and y2 here will also be automatically modified. This doesn't need to be modified. These things, the speed conversion point is when the slider goes down. There are fast and slow speeds. This speed transition point quickly turns to the slow position. If you can't see the bend line clearly when bending, you can make it smaller. If you turn fast, the slow position will be higher. This is the return trip. What does the return journey mean? It is the approximate distance from this position to the top. Is the height of the opening. For example, sometimes the board is too wide to take out. Then you need to increase this value a bit. For example, I will set it to 50 now and try to run it. The return journey is about 50. Tonnage is the tonnage automatically calculated according to the plate thickness and length system. The holding time is the time the board remains after being crushed and deformed. Could you please click on these things to take a look? The unloading values are automatically calculated by the system. No manual setting is required because there is a calculation formula inside the system. Okay, let's look at the right side of the screen now. There's a plate thickness here. That's the thickness of the sheet we need to bend. For example, I want to fold 1.5 thickness. I will enter 1.5, then the value on its side will be automatically calculated. The choice of sheet material. It has the first iron plate, the second aluminum plate, third zinc plate, fourth stainless steel plate. This needs to be selected according to the material of the customer's bending. Let's look at the axis here. X1 axis. That's the direction. Run it. For example, if I type 400, this axis will run backwards. I type 200 and it will run forward. The larger the value, the further back. Concession is when the board is pressed. The stopper will retreat a bit. To prevent the plate from interfering with the X1 axis when it is bent and tilted up. The R1 axis is the upper and lower of the stopper. For example, I enter 40 now. The stopper goes up. If I type -20, the stopper will go down. The Z1 and Z2 axes are the movement of the left and right fingers on both sides. It will default to what is the minimum value. The disturbance compensation is to control the motor here. And when it's set, it calculates. Then there is a manual positioning here. That is, we can manually control this axis. For example, I need to control the x-axis. Then my manual can be operated. Mold setting. This is the choice of the upper mold. This is the choice of the lower mold. Move in the middle. It's okay to press run after it's all set.